to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arkansas's offense takes the field. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Green. Throwing right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So Notre Dame's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Carr. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Card in the backfield. It's Blake. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Green. Right down the middle. It's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. You think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Gonna run it. It's Bob. Nice move to keep running. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Sends it downfield. He's got it on the right. Off and running. 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Green. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it to him on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on 3rd down. Now on the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Myers on the move. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Russell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Grab behind the line. It's Blake. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Under fire. Plows through the defense. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
And guys, they've come through on the first two third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Dropping back, it's Green. That's caught. It's Russell. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Going to the running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup out.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking deep down the right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on third and short. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The run from the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Green. He's got him. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Caught in the backfield. It's Russell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
The Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Fields. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches, taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over. He has the next next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Red pass hits complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's locked. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
Makes a grab right down the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones. Played him in the SEC championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right. Always ground team, ground and pound. When they got that ability to keep some balance, these teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to sneak it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
The Razorbacks are marching down the field. On the ground, it's Russell. Across the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Green. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Carr. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll try the run. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's locked. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. And you saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Green. Working the middle, it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Russell.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They punted away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, obviously here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. We're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Green. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Irish! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights.
That makes the score Notre Dame 28, Arkansas 14.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. 1st down.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
To the air, it's Green. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Right on the money. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Gets it out quickly. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.